guys, welcome back to another episode of the Faff Files. Today's video will be the update on the Celica that I said in the previous video. Before I go through this big list, like, comment, subscribe, all that lot. Okay, right then. So, long list of stuff, and this is by nowhere complete. It's not, the car's not finished yet, so I'll just run through. I'll put some photos in there as well. I might as well get started. So strip down engine bay, remove the radiator, charge cooler, etc. So obviously they need to get rid of all that. We've had a new hose from hell replaced behind the turbo while that was off. They've cleaned up the front face of the block, stripped off the top of the engine, removing the loom, throttle body, stripped out fuel rail and injectors, taken off the rocker cover so they could check for some head studs. Now, when I was looking through the build sheet for the forged build, there was no mention of any upgraded head studs. So I've asked Martin to have a look for me, and lo and behold, they were upgraded, which is what I was figuring wasn't the case, would be the case rather, because it wasn't mentioned on the build sheet. So we've got new ARP studs that have gone in. Spark plugs, make sure that was alright. We've removed the gearbox, subframe support, the bolt on that had seized, so we've had to grind that off. Unseized the gear cables as well, cleaned up all the gearbox for me, so that's fine. VSV blanked off, ready for the install of the Mac boost control 3-port solenoid that we've got. Power steering ramp up pipes were replaced, so I'm guessing those were corroded or splitting. Rocker cover gasket, so again we've taken the rocker cover off, might as well replace that, so I've got new inner and outer gaskets for that. Near side cross member bolt had seized, so that needed replacing. We've got a new clutch going in, so we've ordered a Helix 6-paddle clutch and upgraded pressure plate for that, so that should be more than that'll be rated to more than the car's going to be putting out, so that'll be good. New release clutch and new release bearing, flywheel cleaned up as well, and then obviously they've put the gearbox back on. They've done some looking at the rear arches, they removed some rust and treated it with some ACF 50, so they've obviously taken care of that, which was starting to come through. New fuel filter, new top feed fuel rail fitted. We've got, what else we got? Gear linkage bearing and bush cleaned up. New bolts for the bell housing, that was needed as well. We've got, and the starter motor ones, because apparently when he was taking them off, someone's refitted the incorrect bolts for it. That's obviously, it was prior to my ownership, I've not touched any of these. And another thing which we found was the engine loom was twisted somehow. Don't know about that, I need to let him give me some more information on that. Front cross member cleaned up and applied ACF 50 on it. Refit all the prop shafts and drive shafts, refill the gearbox with new oil, and then they've had to repin injector plugs, cut the plugs and refit new terminals. Obviously that's for the new injectors that we've got, they're not plug and play ones, these. New bolt for inlet manifold, one's obviously snapped, and then clean up and refit the manifold, clean up and carry out a compression test as well, just to make sure we're still alright. We're still running around 190 psi across all four, which is fine. And then we've got some new spark plugs going in there as well. That's where we're up to. The car's been there for a couple of weeks. Obviously I had to wait for some parts to come in and replace some parts that we didn't realise we were going to be having to do, but we've done quite a lot of work as well behind the scenes. So hopefully, I'd like to say I'll get the car back this week, get it mapped up and ready, because we are going to Santa Pod at the weekend on Sunday, so I'm hoping the car will be ready for that. But I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks for tuning in, see you later.